Do you want to start in the Badlands with open mine shafts right next to you, oceans not far away, and plenty of different biomes? Well, this seed could just be for you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on what time you're watching this next episode from me, Avomance, on my seed review series. Last week, I landed, and I love this seed, I landed by this lake with all of this around me. It doesn't look amazing, like in terms of, oh my goodness, there's 47 biomes, but it is fantastic if you want to do some aesthetic builds. Seed 8, go and see the video if you've not seen it already. Link is in the description below. So, Seed 9, let's crack on. As we always do in this series, we are going to join this world together. That is the seed. The seed will be in the description below, and I've obviously got to put it in the seed box as well. So when you do it, grab this seed out, pop this in the seed for the world generator, and make sure all your bits and pieces are still on, otherwise it won't actually work properly. Give it a name, whatever you want, and create the new world. Now, I'm not massively knowledgeable about what we're about to see. I've got some vague hints, but in reality, this could be quite interesting. Let's see what we end up with. Oh, what we end up with is me with a really big face. I'm going to turn around and perhaps move away a little bit. That was a bit scary. Look, whoa. Well, we have ended up, it looks like very much like we're in a Badlands here, doesn't it? Let me just have a bit of a scoosh. We're in a Badlands Mesa Biome, and I like Mesa Biomes very, very much. It's quite nice though, because you've got a big old water section here. It's like a valley. I'm going to turn myself around. Hang on. Oh, no, I'm looking at the sky. It's like a river valley with this big old place here. That's kind of cool. We like that. Oh, but what have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Look at this straight away. Literally right by us, we have got an absolutely open plan mineshaft. Oh, we're liking that. That's brilliant. And it's like runs. This must be a biggie. Look, it's all the way over here as well. That's massive. I'm looking forward to the underground bit on this one. This could be very, very interesting. So let's just take a look up in the air. It looks like we're in, relatively speaking, in the middle of this mesa, with the tiniest little bit of treeage in the mesa, which is also very useful actually if you get a few trees in there. But I wonder what we've got. We've got an ocean. What direction am I facing in? Let's just get myself. I'm facing facing north, and that is facing east. So we're sort of northeast. So we've got a ocean to the northeast. Let's just have a little skizz over here, and I'll come back in just a moment, because oceans often reveal to you fantastic little treasures. So we've got a wreck that's on the, well, not far off the land at all, so we could come to this one. Maybe that would send us on some kind of treasure hunt. That would be fantastic. And plenty of ocean area, lots of kelp that we can farm out here for fuel, which is superb. I wonder what else we're going to find. So as we float past another wreck, we've got the Mesa Biome just over there. I spied something in the distance over this way. You can just see it coming into view now. Yep, already look, Mesa over there, well within reach. And we've got an ocean monument, which is going to be, I mean, perfect, really. It's the perfect distance away, so as you're not right on top of it. But it's great distance to be able to get yourself a guardian farm or some other prismarine bank or something like that. It's very nice to have that so close. We've got already some really useful resources in front of us. And just as I was coming back to the mesa, we've got cobwebs that surely that's not the same mine shaft that we had over there. If it is, it's probably the biggest mine shaft I've ever seen. It's enormous. So what have we got? So the ocean is changing from deep ocean into a warm ocean biome here. Sometimes that gives you some fairly interesting stuff. I'm looking for some different biomes. So as we've got a nice variation of things that we can do. It looks like we've got another wreck just off the coast of the mesa, a few little mesa islands here, on this tiny little wooded island. So we've got plenty of wood there that we can get, and a turtle beach, which is great. And the other side, yep, this is what I was hoping for when you move into warm oceans. We've got what looks to be a very nicely sized coral reef. It keeps on coming. It's still coming. It's still coming. This coral reef is still coming. It's another coral continent, for goodness sake. This is enormous. Is it all the way that it's literally the length of the render distance. In fact, longer than the length of the render distance. If I just fly backwards, you can see just how far this goes. You are going to be in coral for days. Want to see pickle? Come over here. And obviously, the obligatory wreck on the coral reef. So just beyond the coral reef, which is just the other side of that island there, you might just about be able to see it in the distance, possibly. We've got this really gorgeous cove. Now, this is the kind of thing that I really like to build in. We've got a massive dark oak forest here. Absolutely enormous. Mushrooms for days, plenty of dark oak, all you could possibly need. But this cove looks superb. If you want to do some kind of marine time build with some kind of port or something like that, or even make a over the ocean or in the ocean base, this is a perfect place for you to do that. And we're about probably 1,500 blocks out, so we've come out a little way now, but we've got so much potential resource here that it's worth showing you this, because you go from the dark oak into birch, so we've got plenty of the different types of wood and plains with a village just the other side of the birch. I almost missed you, village. That was a bit sneaky, but we've got a good village actually, because we've got a good diversity of buildings. You can tell how good the village is going to be as a result of the different types of buildings you've got in the village. But generally, when you've got this many different types of buildings, you've got the opportunity for a number of different workstations and different villages for trading. So that is a nice village, and it's definitely close enough. Oh, there's another one. There's another village just across the way. This must be a twinned village with that first one. This one is a slightly smaller village by the look of it, less diversity of buildings, but even so, I think that's quite a nice find. And as we fly back past the coral on the way back to the mesa, we've got another ocean monument. So that's 2 ocean monuments within, we're about, I would say about 800 to 900 blocks away from the spawn at the moment. So that is very, very definitely in touching distance. So we're just flying back with the mesa on our right hand side, having come back from the other side. And we've got over here, as we fly over this nice massive ocean, we've gone over a couple of ocean temples already that will be quite good for finding some treasure. There's another one over there as well, look. So we've got this savanna biome that runs into a plains biome. So again, we've got the acacia wood and the oak wood and a jungle. We've found a jungle. The jungle is here, people, it's a jungle. That's not far away either. You can see that mesa is literally just out of view over there. I'm not going back to it now. So we've got a lovely jungle biome as well, which implies that we're going to be able to, yep, there's a first stick of bamboo right there. So we're going to have bamboo aplenty around here as well. It's a small jungle biome by the look of it. It's on an island, but that's fine because you've still got absolutely stacks of jungle wood. You've got the bamboo, which is what most people tend to be looking for jungles for. It's actually it's one of the smaller jungle biomes. We've got, but maybe it continues across the cove. A little bit more yet. Look at this. So the biome is now expanding out before our eyes. Jungle temple. There we go. This is always fun. Nice jungle temple with plenty of melons sat outside of it. So you can come and have an explore of that. There will be treasure of that, I guarantee you. We've got a nice plains on this side here. The savannah continues over that side. We've got another village on the savannah just over there. Looks like it's got a good house diversity again. So plenty there for us. And this jungle's just got bigger. It literally, I thought it was a little jungle, tiny little jungle island. And what's it done? It's decided to sprawl for us, which is what everybody needs from a jungle. Now, what's very nice is the jungle has given way to a desert, which always confuses me, given that, it's ever so warm here. I'm very warm and it's humid and goodness knows me. Let me just walk 5 yards in this direction. Bang. It's very hot, but it's no humidity whatsoever. I don't know. I don't get that. We should have transitional biomes in Minecraft, I think, where they don't just go bang, jungle, bang, desert. That's personal opinion. But we've got desert, and you know from previous seeds, I like a good desert as a result of all that sand because I use quite a lot of glass. And we've got a desert pyramid. Literally right in front of us as we were jibber-jabbering on, we've got a desert pyramid. Lots of chance for treasure. And yes, indeed, it is. It is another village, slightly less diverse, I think, in terms of the... Oh, no, I take it back. We've got plenty of different houses here. That's nice. We've done all right here. We've come back to the spawn point. You can see that mineshaft is over there, right in the middle of the mesa. I am going to go down through the earth. I've taken a night vision potion and I'm in spectator mode. So, spoilers, if you don't want to know what's under the ground, look away now. Go and watch one of my other videos. But 3, 2, 1, spoilers. And we have got, first glance, oh, well, right next to us, big ravine. Big ravine. Look at that. That's fab. So, looks like there's plenty of ore that you can mine out. In fact, there's loads of ore you can mine out of this ravine. Because it's a mesa biome, we've got stacks of gold, which is always a good part to having a mesa biome right now. You can get so much gold. It's absolutely superb. What else have we got around here, though? That's what's really interesting to me. We've got a plentiful supply, a properly plentiful supply of cave systems here. And if we move over to where that mine shaft is, it's very shallow, so I'm going to have to come up. We've got the spider spawner right in front of us there. You can see one spider spawner. That's great. So I'm going to fly under it and see how big it was, because I was thinking it was possibly an enormous one, and I think I'm being proven right. Look, it just continues and continues on. And right, so that's the stop of it. And then if we come across here, this is a new one. So this is what I saw where it was popping out into the sea. This is a new mine shaft here. Actually a relatively small one by comparison, but still very interesting that you've got that available right next to you, which is brilliant. Have we got anything else? More ravines. In fact, it's like a ring of ravines here, look. But so the ravine comes around, and it comes up and it goes down, and we've got more ravine behind. If you're a ravine lover, this place is for you, isn't it? Blimey, that's great. And because it's a mesa biome, ravines get you loads of gold. I spy a spawner. This is a zombie spawner. Thank you very much. That is pretty close. Spawn literally only being just over there, so we're not far away at all. I looped back around. We're just over there. So we've just come kind of almost the opposite side of spawn, and we've got another mine shaft. It's yet another mine shaft. So that's 3 mine shafts within, what, just a 500 blocks of spawn? That's incredible. And we are underneath now. You can see where... That's bizarre, isn't it? Look, so we've got the prismarine has come down into the earth there, underneath that ocean monument. So we've got extra prismarine that you can get, which is always good. And more, obviously, seems to be that this is, without question, the ravine capital of the... Is this another mine shaft? Hang on a minute. We've got another mine shaft just over here, people. So that's 4 mine shaft. This one's, again, it's relatively dense, this mine shaft. So you've got... And we've got a zombie spawner in there, just by the mine shaft. It's it. If you're a bit of a cave-in genius, if you're a bit of a mole, this is a really nice seed for you. And we are back at spawn again. I'm just come up the mountain ever so slightly, so as I've got a bit of room. But we're only probably 10 blocks away from the actual spawn. I'm glad I'm in creative, because we've got a gunpowder totem maniac right there. We're going to light up this fella, and we're going to go through, and we're going to see what's on the other side of this portal. Okay, through the portal, where have we spawned? Right, so we've got a relatively low ceiling, which reduces the chances of gas spawning right on top of us. However, you've got a bit of a chasm going on over here, which means that you are far from safe from the old ghasties, which is never good. Right, let's get myself into spectator mode again. Okay, so we are in spectator mode, and we can have a bit of a mooch around now. We've got soul sand down there, so you don't have to go very far for soul sand, although getting to it might be a bit of a challenge, frankly, because this is a big old lava lake. If you want some lava, there's a lake here for you, or you might be able to get to that soul sand a little bit easier, possibly, although by the time that lava's finished flowing from the ceiling, you might find half of it's a little bit hot. Let's see if we can't find the whole reason for coming to the nether, and that is a fortress. And you can see here the nearest fortress is 351 blocks away. Positive X, negative Y. So it's a bit of a try. It's probably, of all the seeds that we've had, it's the one where the fortress is furthest away. Let me just have a quick look. So negative X, positive Z. So negative X there. So we want to go positive Z. So it's in that direction. So we'll have a little bit of a look, because Is it going to be easy to get to? My feeling is that you're going to have to mine through to get to that particular one. And here it is, very, very much dug into the rock, however, which isn't always good for a fortress. It makes things just that little bit more difficult for you when you're trying to find what you want to find. So we're just going to explore up, but I'm a little bit concerned. This one is really quite encased. Very difficult to see. We've got some areas of it is outside, but where it's outside it is over land rather than over lava, which is a bit of a shame. But, you know, it's not a deal breaker. What have we got inside? We've got the traditional fortress buildings. And how easy is the nether wart room to find? That's my question. We do, however, have a accessible blaze spawner, which is not too bad. That at least we can get a few blaze rods for ourselves. We can get our potions going. What I really want to see is whether or not we can find the potions room, because it's no good if you've not got nether wart if you want to make a potion. So well hidden, in fact, that I couldn't even find it. A very interesting seed. Any seed that starts in the Badlands in the Mesa Biome is always an interesting seed and a real pleasure. You want gold? This is a brilliant seed. You want ravines? Oh my goodness, you've got loads. There's spawners underneath us. There are guardians not far off the coast. You've got plenty of biomes within about 1,000 to 1,500 blocks. So I think this one qualifies. The nether is pretty average. But you know what? Not everybody needs the nether. I quite like the overworld personally. And as a result, this is quite a nice little spawn. Look, all the mine shafts. There's loads of mine shafts. So today, we are going to thank... Hang on, I'm going to turn myself around so as you can see it properly. Chris Meyer. Chris, thank you very much for sending in this seed. It is a real cracker. I'm very happy that you did so. And hopefully, a number of people can come and build a really nice world on this seed that you've introduced us to. Very grateful for that. If you've got a really, really nice seed, specifically for Java, because that's what I'm playing in, then please do send it in to avomanceminecraft@gmail.com. That is avomanceminecraft@gmail.com. I'll then take a look at it. Make sure you give me just a little bit of information about the seed. Perhaps you'll tell me what biome it lands in. Perhaps you'll say how far away all the points of interest are. Something that keeps me interested and wanting to come and investigate. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying it, and I will keep on making them. Also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.